be able to pass your exams. I have no doubt in my mind about that. In this particular part of the session, I am going to explain to you certain vocabulary items as they will occur in the questions which we will be handling. We will be handling at least 10 sample questions, all from the GRE. They are called or extracted or accepted from the GRE questions, sample questions. So they are direct questions from the GRE. And I do that all the time and emphasize that we are limiting our time to the GRE questions directly, because the best approach to do this and to cover a large area of items, large section, a large section of the item is just to focus on the questions themselves without much ado, or without having to forage into some areas that are technical and helpful in making you understand the whole concept of English, but not necessarily tailored to suit your capacity to pass the exams. My concern is about the exam, and I believe the way to do it is to always focus on the questions. With that said, let's look at certain vocabulary items. We will deal with about maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. About 20 of them. And they are not necessarily what they call big words, but they are words which you may not have encountered before. Or if you have encountered, you may not have looked the meaning up to know exactly what it means, the words, what they mean. So I will begin with the word indifference. 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 When we say somebody is indifferent to something, that means that person doesn't care. He has no interest. He has no hatred for the thing, but he has no interest. He has no care in the world for it. Another word for the same kind of situation can be apathetic. 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 So he doesn't care. And if he doesn't care how it goes, whether it goes extremely badly or not, he doesn't care, then we say that he is cynical, indifferent to the point where you don't care of outcomes, especially bad outcomes. That's when we say that the person is cynical. Now, we can also, the next word is egregious. 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 And that simply means very bad, real bad. Egregious offense. Very bad, extremely bad. So that's simple. It should stick in your minds about the meaning of the word egregious. And I'm very sure that you have encountered the word before. You may have used it before. Now, recalcitrance is stubborn to the extreme and destructive extent. Stubborn. Recalcitrance. 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 The state of being very extremely stubborn. His recalcitrance led to his defeat. Alacrity. Alcrity. Alacrity is a word that means excitement. Excitement about something. He responded to the news with alacrity. He responded to the request with alacrity. It's favorable, you do it with alacrity. Now, euphemism, apart from being a word which you can use in ordinary language, it is also a figure of speech. And it simply means putting a bad statement in a nice way, to wrap a bad statement in the nice in the nice way. Instead of saying he's dead, you can say he passed. He passed into eternity. Instead of saying I will kill you, you can say put him to sleep or lead him home. All those diplomatic niceties or expressions that we use to cover up bad situations, they are what we call euphemistic. So in an exam, when you are asked what figure of speech is he put him to sleep, when he puts the dog, he killed the dog, instead of saying he murdered the dog, you should say he put him to sleep, just to cover out the brutality that has been performed. Now, iconoclasm. See, there is a word, the most common part of the word is iconoclast. Iconoclast means somebody that destroys idols, images, or statues. People that are, you have to begin with icon. If somebody is an icon, he's a very respected, he's almost a deity. He has a God status. And somebody that will destroy the image or statue of that person or thing, if the thing is highly respected, you destroy it, you are an iconoclast. So iconoclasm refers to the theory or philosophy of damaging or destroying icons. Now, the next word is eulogies. Eulogy, the singular form is eulogy. So we're just talking about praise song, especially for the dead. When people are saying all kinds of highfalutin praises to the dead or to somebody that is no longer alive, that person, they are eulogizing the person, or they are praising him while he or she, they are praising him or her while she or he is dead. So eulogy is high praise. Another word for high praise is encomium. Encomium, encomium. Plural is encomia. It's also high praise. So if you encounter the word, you have to recall eulogy, the word in association, and come to the conclusion that that is the meaning, high praise. Then preamble. When you think of preamble, think of introduction to a speech, to a constitution, to a formal document. All those things are preambles. Think also of preface, introduction, and so on. They are preamble. Yeah. Then when we say bane, which is B-A-N-E, bane. If something is a bane to something, it means that thing is an obstacle. It is the bane of your success in life, means the obstacle to your success. Something that is standing in your way is a bane. in your way to achieving your goal. That thing is a being to the goal. Then there is another word here, important word, bulwark. B-U-L-W-A-R-K, bulwark. And that means a very strong support. It's a bulwark to the efforts. Very strong support, you know. Then onus, O-N-U-S. It also means the crux. The onus of something means the central thesis of the thing. The onus of the argument is the central piece of the argument. The nexus plexus of the argument. The core of the argument. The foundation of the argument. Then I am bringing in a word which we have discussed here before. Exegesis. E-X-E-G-E-S-I-S. Exegesis. Exegesis. That's explanation. The exegesis to the whole argument. Explanation to it. So when you remember that when you see exegesis, then you're talking about explanation. He gave a long exegesis of what it means to be honest in public life. Then trepidation. Trepidation is just a worry. He entertained trepidations about the issue. That is cause for our trepidation, cause for our worries, cause for our uncertainty, trepidation. Now, cynicism, C-Y-N-I-C-I-S-M. We have already explained cynical to mean where you don't care where the thing goes. You don't just care. So over here, cynicism is simply not the state of not caring. It is cynical is the adjective, and the cynicism is the noun. His cynicism about the whole political chaos is disturbing. You can also think about the word, the next word is ambiguities. Ambiguities mean expressions, words with double meanings. See, shrouded in equivocation, associated with the word equivocation. So if you speak with equivocation, you're speaking with ambiguities. You are not clear, we don't know where you stand with the word. The meaning of the word, the double meaning, shrouded in mystery, double meaning, and so on. Multiple meanings. That's ambiguity. Now, neologism. Neologism. Yeah. Let me spell it for you. Neologism. Neologism. Where you coin your own word, or simply where you use so many coined words of your own. If you learn enough morphemes, you should be able to coin your own words, and the words will fall into the standard language with regular use and popularity. That's if you persevere enough or struggle enough. So in effect, these are all the words that you need to know in order for us to understand and reply and answer the questions that follow. Now let's see the questions that follow. Okay. The first question is, the new hire was excited about her job and took to it with, and the words are indifference. Remember the meaning of indifference. And egregiousness. Remember egregious, and think of egregiousness. Then recalcitrance. What did I say recalcitrance mean? Then antipathy. What's the meaning? Then finally, alacrity. The new hire was excited about her job and took to it with, mark yourself. The right word is alacrity. As I stated, alacrity means excitement, maybe happiness, even happiness, and maybe emotional, positive emotional charge. The word is alacrity. Now let's look at another word here. Another question. It says Victorian social mores. And here I will pause to explain that the word you see here, which is mores, is actually pronounced mores. And in the context in which it is used, we are referring to the traditions and customs of a people, their ethos, their philosophies, and so on. So Victorian social mores were so stringent, body parts were never named, but had discreet. See, when the thing is said that you want to cover it up, wrap it up. What did I say the word was? Write it. Victorian social mores were so stringent, body parts were never named, but had discreet. Is it examinations? Is it redundancies? Is it euphemisms? Is it iconoclasms? Or is it eulogies? As I said, when you want to cover up, wrap up an impolite situation or context with a word, it means what you're doing is providing euphemisms. So Victorian social mores were so stringent, body parts were never named, but had discrete euphemisms. That's the correct, euphemisms is the correct answer. Let's go to the next question. The next question is, choose the word or set of words that best completes the following sentence. The report put the blank of the problem on the city's police and minimize the fault of other groups. You have to just recall the definitions of the words, and then you will suddenly see that the question is very simple. The report puts the blank of the problem on the city's police and minimize the fault of other groups. The first word is onus. The second word is preamble. The third word is bane. The fourth word is bulwark. And the last word is exegesis. So definitely, as I said, they put the core of the problem, the central piece of the problem, the onus, O-N-U-S. That's the correct answer. Let's go to the next question. That next question may be the last question. The prospect of high school made her nervous, and she approached the first day with, then we have the word trepidation, cynicism, rigor, candor, poise. We have already dealt with all these words. It shouldn't be too difficult for you. She was disturbed, trepidation. The prospect of high school made her nervous, and she approached the first day with trepidation. That is the correct answer. Let's do one more before we leave. The elderly man attributed his long life to living by three simple, the first word is rants. The second word is neologisms. The third word is ambiguities. The next word is polemics. Then the last one is precepts. This is an opportunity for you to guess. Precepts are rule of life. The correct answer is three simple precepts. So that is all for today. We've gone over a little bit of the importance of euphemism in coming to define the meaning of words or guess the meaning of words. We have done a little bit of essay writing. We discussed how to get to the issues of an essay, give an example, and I've given you 2 assignments. Don't forget to do all of them. And then finally, we have done some sample questions in the GRE. So we've done quite a lot of productive things today. I hope to meet you next week. Thank you and goodbye.